Hey guys, this is Rene. Welcome back for another video on this channel. And today I want to talk about my latest project, the live trading account that I opened. And in today's video, I just want to give you a quick overview of what happened in the last week. And the account already lost some money and I had my first few learnings. Also, I had a bug one day in one of the expert advisors. So you can see I still have these little struggles that you sometimes have when you start a new project or start a new account. So let me give you a quick update. So you can see this is the account that I trade right now. I started with 5,000 euro in the account. Now it's at 3,750 roughly. And we will have a look at the analysis in a second to see where the money went. And also, I realized just looking in the history, like this is the first time that I really trade a real live trading account with real money, a little bit more aggressive. So when I saw some losing trades like here, 700, 600 euro lost, I had a few moments where I thought about like, is this a good idea? This is the first time that I'm losing or that I'm trading with so much money. And it took me some time to get used to it. But in the end, like one important learning that I had right in the beginning was that this is exactly why you should not trade like short term with money that you cannot afford to lose. And luckily, since I worked kind of hard, like more or less in the last few weeks with the company and everything, right now I am in a position which is pretty much what I dreamed about when I started like my business, the BM Trading GmbH, several years ago. My goal was actually to trade with money and to maybe eventually make a living out of it. I got a little bit distracted from this path, but right now I realized that now I am able to trade these amounts of money every single day and it's not really affecting my personal finances, because when I saw that I lost like 1K on one day in this account, I just realized that this is just a small trading account where I trade a very small percentage of my personal net worth. So when I had a look at my actual investing account where I trade larger funds, I realized that since the overall market went down a bit, all the indices, I lost way more in my investment account. So this put everything a little bit into perspective, and this is why now I'm calm again. And I realized that like losing 1K here is not a big deal and it's not a big problem. And I think this is exactly the state of mind that you need to just be able to trade. Because if you're constantly thinking about, oh my God, I cannot lose like 100 euro, I cannot lose 500 euro, I cannot lose 10,000 euro per day. I mean, this is completely relative. It should fit your personal situation. For some of you, losing 10K a day would be totally fine. For others of you, losing 100 euro a day would be a disaster. So you should trade so that if you lose money, it does not affect you mentally and it does not affect your financial stability personally. So these are my thoughts on trading with actual live trading money. And I think there's more like mentality or more, the mental game is more important here when trading a live account compared to, for example, trading prop firms or demo or something else. So let's have a look at what actually happened here. Most of the losses were generated here on 1 or 2 trading days because, as you can see here, all of the markets, like the big index markets, really came down, and there are I think there was one big losing day where all of these charts pretty much had a position, or at least 2 of them, which was a very big loss. And this is normal in this strategy if the overall market comes down a bit. So it's nothing really to worry about. Still, I realized that the percentage that I deposited here into this account, I started with 10% of this 50K account that I want to trade here, it might be a little bit too less. So what I did is I just deposited another 5K into this account. The money is still on the way, but I think in the next week it will be in this account. It just gives me a little bit more of a buffer zone, so to say, so I do not risk having a margin call too quickly if the markets come down a little bit more. And then what I also realized is, since I'm trading so many different charts here, so many different strategies, it's not super easy for me to keep an eye on every single strategy and to realize what strategy is making profits, what strategy is losing. And since I'm only trading this account for 2 weeks now, so far it's kind of easy, but in a month or so it will be super hard to tell which strategy is actually performing and which strategy is not performing. And for this reason, another learning is, since I'm trading more different strategies, it's like a portfolio now in this account, it becomes more important for me to really monitor this portfolio. And this is why I took my Trade Buddy program, like this Java tool that I wrote. It's a trading journal which you can get for free, like 100% free. There's no catch. Check out the link in the video description. And I took the trades that I had in this account, and let me go back to my own personal PC and put it into the Trade Buddy. So you can see here now everything is visualized, and it's much easier to really understand what's happening. Also in the Trade Buddy, I can have all of the trades, and I can import them automatically, and I can update the strategies so I know exactly what's going on. I'm using the magic number that you can see here in this specific column to monitor the strategies and keep track of what magic number stands for which strategy. So every single chart here has its own magic number, and this is important for me to get an overview about what's going on in this account, because otherwise I could not tell what strategy is generating profits, what strategy is generating losses. So yeah, that's how it is. You would see a magic number for all of these trades. Just these 2 trades do not have a magic number because I said it here in the comment also. I manually reopened these trades because a expert advisor was closing trades in a different chart. This was just because I did not adjust the expert advisor carefully enough when I took it from the testing phase to the actual live trading phase. Yeah, but this didn't have an impact on the performance because I just reopened the trades manually and then closed them in the evening according to the strategy, of course. Also in the Trade Buddy, I can now have a look at the key figures, and I set my in the settings, I set the account size here to 50K as a starting account size. So this will now show me the actual drawdown. So in the 5K account here on the server, it looks a little bit over dramatic, of course, but if we put this into perspective, on a 50K account, the maximum drawdown was just a little bit below 4%, so nothing too crazy here. And if we have a look at the graph, we can also see this. Also, the key figures here show me all the important numbers. Right now we have 34 trades, a really bad profit factor. But of course, this is just because I only trade 2 weeks. And once I trade a longer period of time, this will even out, and I will see a good average of the long-term performance of the strategy. Also, if you want to see more updates like this, like where I just really show you the numbers, the strategy, what's going on, what I learned, please thumb up the video, and also let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this, so I can drag you along on this whole journey. I mean, I don't have to do this. If you don't want to see it, it's totally fine for me. I will still trade this account, but I can also share the learnings if you like. So yeah, what I did, I just updated all of the strategies. So now I'm able to see what's going on. So I can now use the filter here, for example, to say I want to filter the strategies. So most of the losses are coming from this go long strategy right now. So if I filter this, I will see this here. So you can see I had many trades in this specific strategy, and this was really performing very bad, minus 1K. Also the turnaround Tuesday strategy had 1 trade which was very bad, lost like 350 euro. So you can see like most of the losses are coming from these strategies. And if we now go to the range breakout strategy, this one is actually profitable. So you know, it's really important to know what's going on in your account. And as I said before, like, let me repeat this, but it's so important. the go long strategy and the turnaround Tuesday strategy, they are strategies where I only go long in selected indices. So the German index, the US indices. And of course, I cannot make money if the overall market is coming down. So let's have a look at this again. We can see here like, okay, here we had a little bit of an upside move, but then from this point on, like from the high, we now dropped like, let me see the percentage, 2.5% in the German index. And if we have a look at the US index, it's it's even more, I think. Let me see this. Lost like 3.5%. And yeah, also I could do this for the tech index also. Tech index also lost, of course, or Nasdaq. So you can see this makes sense. And this is like, if you see this, if you see the losses, and if you then realize why these losses happened, this helps you to gain trust into your strategy. So this is also what helped me. And yeah, so far there are some losses in this account, but it's not over dramatic. Once the indices recover, and statistically they should be positive over a very long period of time. So this is why I still think I don't have to change anything, of course, after 2 weeks. So this is just what I learned here. And also the range breakout strategy, which is a strategy that I trade for multiple years anyways in a live account, was just super consistent the last few years, and also generated a small profit here in the last weeks. Also, in this account, I trade like the impact that the go long strategy and the turnaround Tuesday strategy have on the account is bigger compared to the range breakout strategy, because I just think like the overall concept of the go long strategy should be more. It should be more like, I mean, you never have guaranteed profits in trading, but it should be more guaranteed compared to the range breakout strategy, if this makes sense, because it follows this concept of like overall just increasing value in the economy, if this makes sense. So yeah, this is what I learned after 1 week. Also, in the end, I just want to show you another thing that is really giving me more confidence in live trading, because as you know, last Friday we had the non-farm payrolls event, and I of course also traded the FTMO challenges that I all still have active here on the server. And let's just have a look at this GBP US dollar here. We can see GBP US dollar, the range here started at 4 o'clock in the morning, and here we can clearly see that the price did not touch the range high, right? But still the order at the range high was executed. And this is something that many beginners do not really understand. But it's just because of the difference of the bid and ask price. The bid price is the one that's creating the candle, but you always have the ask price, which is a little bit higher than the bid price, which is relevant for opening buy positions and closing sell positions. So in general for buying. So this is why this order was executed here, and this is why it generated the loss. Also, we had this order here, which generated loss, and then we had the slippage here when there was the short breakout. And now let's compare this trade to the trade that was done in the live account. Here we can also see the range also started at 4 o'clock. So the time or the range size is completely the same. But here in the live account, we do not see this buy trade. And this is very, very important, because in this, of course, prices are a little bit different and everything for every broker. You will realize this if you compare different brokers. But the main point is, since the spread was just very, very high during the news event in the FTMO account, and it was way lower in the IC trading account here, this is why this trade was not executed. And instead, the short trade here was executed. Also note that in the live account here with IC trading, I did not have the slippage for the sell trade. So overall, just way better execution of the exact same strategy in the live account. So this is also an argument or a point which clearly speaks against trading prop firms, because the general trading conditions are just not in favor of the trader, I would say. And you have, or so far from my experience, I would say I have a better chance when I just trade the the live account with an actual broker. Okay, this is it. So let me know if you like this update. Also, in the end, I recorded the comparison of the execution or mainly the comparison of the spread in the FTMO account and in the IC trading account during the news event. And I will play this in a maybe fast forward way at the end of this video. So you will see this in the next few seconds. And then you can really just compare how the spread is different. And you will realize the spread in the FTMO account is almost all the time double as big as the trade in the, as the spread in the IC trading account. So IC trading gives me way better trading conditions compared to the FTMO account. So I will show this now and let me know if you like this insight here. So I'm out. See you next time. Bye bye.